Conflicted Chaos
with Rylee
and Emma. Welcome back to Conflicted Chaos, Season 2, Episode 5? No, 4.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
I'm getting ahead of myself there. Well, I'm in a different spot today.
Yeah, Emma's across the room.
I'm across the room today because mic 2, which is the mic I'm usually sitting at, decided not to work today. So now I'm on mic 3.
Yeah.
Across the room. And I'm looking at Rylee through my microphone stand here. So I kind of can see her eyes.
Yeah, it makes me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's kind of making me a little dizzy.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at you.
Well, I feel like you have a reason to be dizzy.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Emma hurt herself.
I did hurt myself. A couple episodes ago, we said that we weren't allowed to get another injury between the two of us until Season 4 of Conflicted Chaos. However, I failed to make that happen. I got a concussion
That wasn't
last
smart.
Sunday. No, it was not smart. I got it at hockey. But we're feeling better now, so
That's good.
that's good. It was just a mild concussion, thank goodness. So I was out for a couple of days, just laying in a dark room, not doing anything. I didn't like it. I had
So
nothing to
boring.
do. It was so boring.
Did work let you take time off?
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Did school let you take time off?
I had to ask for an extension on 2 projects because I literally couldn't look at the screen for 2 days. And my professor just got back to me yesterday for an assignment that I asked an extension on like last week that has already passed the due date.
Did you hand it in?
I
then?
handed it in because I was like, oh, he's not responding to me. That probably means no.
Yeah. What did he say in his email?
He was like, oh, hope you're feeling better. Please submit by this time.
And you're like, I already submitted.
I've already submitted it, so
I've already submitted.
it's already out of the way.
Ugh. Well,
Well,
Emma went to a brewery too before she
did.
did her concussion.
before
We
I got
went
my
to
concussion.
Left Field Brewing.
Actually, it was the day before I got my concussion. What a day that was.
Yeah.
What a day.
What a weekend.
Well, actually, I had a little bit of trouble getting to the brewery.
She did.
I did. So, I've never been to a brewery before, let alone one in Toronto. Rylee's the expert. So, she tells me that we're going to Left Field Brewery.
Yeah.
And as one does, I search it up in my Google Maps, and Left Field Brewery comes up, so that's where I head. And it's like 40 minutes away from my house by TTC.
Let me just say this. I did say last episode that the brewery is in between our houses.
Yeah.
We live on the same street, just different ends.
Yeah.
And so the brewery isn't that far from us.
No. And I don't know, I guess I missed that part. I guess I forgot about that part. So here I am heading to Left Field Brewery on the TTC. Takes me 40 minutes to get there. I get there and I'm like, Rylee, I'm here. Where are you? Because Rylee was already there. And she's like, I'm upstairs. Just like go up the stairs to the left. And as soon as she said that, I knew I had messed up because it was this tiny brewery and there was no stairs. There was no upstairs. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So she sends the address to the correct one. And it's not even like 10 minutes away. It is on the other side of Toronto. Like, I am in the East End. It is in the West End. So I'm just going to Uber. So I Ubered. Luckily, my Uber was a Mercedes-Benz, and it had black and red leather seats with 2 sunroofs. It was the nicest Uber I've ever been in.
She was riding in style.
I was. But it took me like 35 minutes to get there. 35, 40 minutes to get back to the other end.
So I had a beer.
Yeah.
And then another one.
Then I showed up finally.
Finally, she arrived, but I had food waiting.
Yeah.
I'd ordered wings for us.
She did.
So they had just got there right before Emma came.
Yeah.
And then I ordered Emma's flight for her.
Rylee did, yep. Rylee chose 4 beers because I've only had a few beers, like Corona and Blue Moon. I think those are the only 2 beers I've ever had. So I don't really know anything about beer, like the different kinds. So Rylee ordered it for me.
Yeah, Emma told me she wanted citrusy. Like, I think she said fruity and citrusy.
Yeah.
And so with beer, there's like 2 different ways you could go with the citrus. You go for like the IPA, the hazy IPA style, or you could go like the sour style.
Yeah.
And so like I'm more of a sour person, but I don't mind a hazy IPA, like the odd time. My mom's a hazy IPA drinker. So I ordered Emma one sour, the lager, and then a hazy IPA and a pale ale. And I was like, oh, I've done it. I've done such a good job.
I'm going to like all 4 of them.
She did not.
I liked 2 out of the 4. I liked the lager because that one was more similar to like Corona.
Yeah, their lager is super light too. So that was...
I did not like the hazy IPA. And what was the other one?
The pale ale.
Pale ale.
The pale ale had a worse reaction than the hazy IPA.
Yeah.
It was
It was too bitter for me. Like it was going down.
You weren't expecting it.
No, going down, it was hard to get down. It had like an aftertaste for me.
Yeah.
That I did not necessarily like. But then I liked the sour because it was raspberry lemonade or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
so, yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. So
Yeah.
I liked the first one and the 4th one. The 2 middle ones, not so much.
So now you know for when you go to the next brewery.
Now I know.
You like a sour, you like lager.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, you might like a Goza and a Saison.
See, she's literally the expert. She
Like-
knows everything there is to know about beer.
No. Some things. I worked at a brewery, you know.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but next time you go, when we go to the one in Collingwood.
Yes, there is a brewery in Collingwood that I'm going to take Rylee to one of these days.
Yeah.
It's going to be
When
good.
she brings me to
when
Collingwood.
I finally bring her to Collingwood.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I just
Yeah.
want to go to the Glee Club so bad.
I hate to break it to you, but the Glee Club has been out of business for quite a few
I'm
years.
going to start it up when we're there.
Yeah. No, she is.
Do your
Collingwood
parents
Glee
drink
Club.
beer?
Yeah. My dad loves beer. Yeah.
Does he drink like hazies and stuff like that? Or does he
See,
drink
I
like
don't know.
lagers,
I
or-
couldn't tell you.
Oh. Well, that's no help.
Bud Light? What is that?
That's like a lager.
That's like a lager, so I guess lagers then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
after we did the brewery, Emma finished her flight. We were at the brewery for like 3 hours.
Yeah, we were. We
For
were.
a long time. We were supposed to do research for school, but
That didn't happen.
that didn't happen. Yeah.
I was too invested in finding a beer that I liked.
Yeah. We were researching beer.
Yeah,
Yeah, then we went to the hockey game.
we did.
But-
the TMU hockey game.
Yeah. But before, we had a really good Uber drive. Our Uber driver was, he was a very nice man.
Yes.
And
He was actually very nice.
He
like,
was very
like
nice.
genuinely very nice.
yeah. But Emma and I were not in the state to be having a nice conversation. And then my friend called, and she was like talking to us. And
We
she
we
was-
missed a part. The Uber driver was driving a Dodge Caravan,
Yeah.
so a minivan.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a minivan in a long time.
Yeah, I hadn't either. Yeah, we slid the door.
We slid the door open, hopped on in.
Yeah. Yeah, and then my friend called, and she started talking to the Uber driver man. And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I didn't think that he was even listening. And then he was, she goes, thank you, sexy Uber driver, for getting my friends there safe.
And he goes, thank you very much. And he like salutes or
yeah,
something.
yeah, he put his hand up.
Yeah.
And then I think he said, it's my pleasure or something.
Yeah.
And like he kept going, and Jazz kept going.
Yeah.
And I peed my pants. It happened.
Well, I was like, we need to get to this hockey arena fast because this is too funny. Like, I'm going to pee my pants. And Rylee was like, I just did.
Yeah, so we got to the hockey game. Emma's roommate met us.
Yes. And her boyfriend.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
They didn't get a puck this time.
We did not get a puck this
Oh.
time. I did get a popcorn, though, and it was $6.
You know what else you got? You got a lanyard.
I got a lanyard.
My friend Emma got a lanyard.
Yes, they were throwing out TMU lanyards. I caught one. Actually, all 4 of us got one.
Yeah, we did.
But
I don't
I don't know what to do with mine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got Oh, and then I tried to get a hot dog and they were all sold out.
they were all sold out.
That was really upsetting.
Really sad. I'm still not over the popcorn being $6.
Yeah, that's expensive. It was the same price as I think a hot dog might have been cheaper actually.
Hot dog was cheaper. Hot dog was like $4, $5. It was cheaper. I looked at the board. But I wanted popcorn.
Oh.
Oh well.
Next time.
Next time.
Well, there's that big tournament going on there right now.
Yes,
isn't
there is. Actually, next weekend. Yeah.
I thought it was this weekend.
The U Cup. This weekend. It is this weekend. Yes.
Like the just passed.
It's the 14th to the 17th
Oh.
of March.
Oh.
But I don't know whether or not TMU students get in for free. I looked online and it brought me to Ticketmaster.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
tickets are like $30.
Hmm.
But apparently it's going to be a pretty big thing, so... Because it's the first time TMU has hosted this tournament. So They lost the final, though.
Oh.
TMU. Yeah. The championships.
So they didn't win.
So they didn't win gold, no.
Oh.
They were playing against, I think it was that school in Quebec. Do you know that one? I think.
McMaster?
No, McMaster. McMaster is in Hamilton.
Oh,
Ontario.
McGill.
Oh, no, not
They're
McGill.
basically the same.
McGill's in Montreal.
McMaster's in Hamilton. Hamilton is my favorite city. If
Hamilton
anyone wanted
is.
to know, Hamilton is my favorite city in Ontario.
Have we ever talked about our seat filling adventure?
No, we haven't.
I don't think we've ever talked about that. In the summer, Rylee sent me a Google form, and I opened the Google form, and it was an application to be a seat filler for the CCMA Awards,
Yeah.
which, for those who don't know, is the Canadian Country Music Awards. They're held in Hamilton, and it was free. Like, we just had to sign up, and I was like, perfect, let's do it. So we signed up to be a seat filler, and we dressed up nice because they told us to dress up like kind of country attire and to look nice because you're going to be on camera.
Yeah.
And seat fillers are there because for live television, it can't look like there's an empty seat in the building. So they get these people to come in and sit sort of near the stage so that when the cameras go around the stage, there's not an empty seat.
Yeah.
So we were those people that were sitting by the stage. And when we first got sat, we were sitting so far away from the stage.
Yeah, we were very far. But it was still fine. We were fine with where we were sitting.
Yeah, because
Like,
it was
like,
free.
okay,
It was
yeah.
free. And then we got
But
moved up.
We had to wait in this lineup for so long.
Yes, we did.
Like, we waited a really long time.
Yes,
hours.
we did.
I'm pretty sure.
Was it hours?
I think it was like 2 or 3 hours. We went for dinner. We went to Hamilton.
We did. We got
my
tacos.
favorite city. Yeah, we went
tacos.
to a taco restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Had margs. I had margs.
I didn't have margs.
I had margs. and then I remember just standing there waiting forever.
Yeah.
And then we did get to see it.
Yeah.
And then
they moved us literally like 3 rows from the stage.
Yeah.
It was the closest I've ever been to a stage for a concert in my life, and they were free tickets.
Yeah, it was.
And we were sitting there, and I was thinking, like, all of these people who have paid $50+ for their tickets up in the nosebleeds, and we're here sitting 3 rows from the stage, and it was free.
Yeah. Like, and it was good people too. It was like Sam Hunt played.
Yeah.
Dierks
Bentley?
Yeah, Dierks Bentley. No, did Dierks Bentley play?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Brett Kissel.
Brett
the Red
Kissel.
Claws.
Tennille Towns.
Yeah. There was so much.
Oh,
It was-
Train. Train played too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. We were never on camera though, I don't think.
No, we weren't because my parents were watching
Yeah.
and they never saw us.
Yeah, but it was a fun experience.
Yeah, it was
And then
fun.
we had to, oh my God, and then getting back to Toronto from
yes.
Hamilton was such a nightmare.
Well, Hamilton is not. It can be a little bit scary at night when you're alone, and so we were at the train station, and
it was the 2 of us.
the train station, like, it's closed, so you have to wait outside. And this was like midnight, and it was just the 2 of us, and we had to wait probably for about an hour for our bus to take us back to Union. But again, there's nowhere to wait, so you're just waiting outside at midnight, and it was scary. And we couldn't even wait in the bus because the bus wasn't there yet.
Yeah, we were there. We went across and we went to the sketchy gas station.
Yeah.
And we got
got snacks.
We were so hungry.
Yeah.
Because we weren't allowed to eat. We weren't allowed to drink. We weren't like allowed to we weren't allowed to move.
Yeah.
Like, it was strict.
Yeah.
And then, we weren't even allowed our phones out.
No.
But we did do a few sneaks.
On the commercial breaks is when I would pull out my phone and take a photo. But I don't have any photos of the artists. I think I might have one, but that's it.
Yeah, I videoed a bit of like the last performance, but that was it. But yeah, so Hamilton at night, don't recommend.
Yeah,
Hamilton during the day though, unreal city.
Rylee posted something on her story, and I think she was like, is it Montreal or is it Hamilton, Ontario?
It was like a church that looked like a fancy church, but it was on a sketchy street.
Yeah, it was a fun experience. I would do it again for sure.
I would do it again too.
Especially because, again, they were free tickets and we were right by the stage.
Yeah, I'd just go earlier so I could hang out in Hamilton longer.
Yeah. Rylee actually really wants to visit London, Ontario.
Yeah, I do.
That's her next stop.
My next stop.
Do you
on
have
the
any
Ontario list.
like bucket list items for London, Ontario?
I want to see the Queen. Well, I guess the King now.
London, Ontario.
Yeah. That's what I would like to do while I'm there.
Visit Western University.
Oh, is that where Western is?
Yeah, and Fanshawe.
What's Fanshawe?
Fanshawe College.
Oh, I thought that was like a music festival.
No.
Whenever I've heard people talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're pretty big party schools. Like, I have some friends that go to both, and...
Isn't Western like the big party town?
No, I think you're talking about Queens. I think Queens.
Is that not what you were talking? Oh, no,
in Kingston.
Western. Oh,
I think,
okay.
Yeah, I would say Queens is probably one of the biggest party schools.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's not TMU.
No, it actually is not TMU.
No.
Because we're in the middle of Toronto. Like, TMU campus is on, like, 2 blocks of Toronto.
Yeah.
There's no campus. Like, there's campus, but it's not secluded.
Where do TMU kids go out?
I think just to the bars in Toronto, like King Street. Yeah. I know that there's, like, the Maddie, which is the Madison Avenue pub, which is, where is it? It's, like, on Bloor, I think, somewhere up north a bit more. And I think that's sort of where the action is for university students. I've never been there either. Actually, I went there once in the summer, but that was before I even knew that it was the hangout spot for university kids. But we were there at, like, 5 p.m.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't bumping.
Wasn't bumping yet.
Oh.
No. But... another funny thing that happened that we haven't brought up yet is poor Timmy.
Yeah, poor Timmy. So when I first moved in, I had, like, some people over. My mom, like, hosted, like, a dinner, and, like, so my old roommates came, and they got me an orchid. And I named him Tim. Tim the orchid.
Tim the orchid.
And he just gets watered, like, once a day, or not once a day, once a week. And so I had him for the year. And then he was thriving. He was living his best life.
Yeah.
And I left in the end of April. And then I had May, June, July, August, 4 months that I wasn't going to be here. And Emma was staying downtown. And so I was like, Emma, do you want a pet?
But let's back it up. She asked me, like, I think we hung out, like, the day before you left. And you asked me, as I was leaving your apartment, we were like, bye, see you in 4 months. By the way, do you want an orchid? And I was like, Rylee, I do not have a green thumb at all. Like, it may not survive. I'm just letting you know. Like, you are taking this risk.
I was like, all you have to do is water it once a week.
Yeah.
And he thrives. Like, look at how nice he was.
Yeah.
Well,
I took Timmy home.
And Emma was sending me updates throughout the summer, and Timmy was not doing good. But when I get back, I wasn't even told that he had been thrown in the garbage. I get back, and I'm, like, ready to take him back. I'm like, I'm going to revive him. I'm, like, ready to give CPR. Like, I'm giving him mouth-to-mouth. No, he was thrown in the garbage.
No. Do you know how I told you? I remember how I told you. Yeah, so he was not doing well. Like, there was no recovering for him. He was, like, very
But you didn't
unwell.
tell me until I got back.
He was very unwell. So I told you over text because I didn't want it to be, I wanted it to be, just rip off the Band-Aid. And I was like, it was a couple weeks since the funeral.
I didn't even get to attend.
And I had texted you and I went, Rylee. And you went, you just knew. You went, Emma, no. You went, Emma, no. No, you didn't. And I went, Rylee, it had to be done. And you were like, you threw him in the garbage. And I was like, I'm so sorry. It was time. It was his time. He couldn't wait till you got back. Like, it was time.
It was just like when my cat died a couple of hours before I got home.
What?
Oh my God.
What? Does this actually happen?
So I get home. It must have been first year. Maybe it was second year. And I get in the car, and my dad was like, so Rye, we have something to tell you. And I was like, what? And they're like, her name is Angel. I called her Angel. They're like, Angel passed away a couple of hours ago.
Angel couldn't hold on.
I was like, oh my God. And my mom was like, yeah, we asked the doctors if we could wait until you got home. I didn't even know she was sick.
Oh, they put her down.
Yeah. But they're like, no, like she suffered. She had like something going on with her kidneys. She was like 18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
she
an
was
old cat.
She was a nightmare. She was not nice. Not a nice cat. No, but yeah. And my dad like took a picture of her, like dead, so that I would believe it. Because he thought that I would think that they were tricking me.
Oh my god.
It was fine. We have her ashes.
How did you react to this?
I was fine.
You were like, oh.
Yeah, we had to hate it. We had like, she slept on my head every night.
Was it an inside or outside cat?
It was an inside cat. But yeah, she would sleep on my head. But like if I moved or anything, like then she'd like yell at me. She'd like start screaming at me in the middle of the night.
I am not a cat person.
I'm not a cat person either.
Like at all. And I think it's because when I grew up, none of my close friends or none of my family members or my family, immediate family, had a cat. Like I was never around a cat. So when I would go to someone's house and they would have a cat, it's like it was like a creature that I had never been surrounded around before. Like it was just like something new. Like I've always been around dogs.
Yeah.
So cats was a whole new thing. And so I've always been afraid of like them scratching me and whatnot. But I just don't get outdoor cats. That is something I just like cannot wrap my head around.
Yeah.
Like you purchase a cat, but then it's like outside the whole day and then you bring him inside to your house. But you don't know where that cat has been the whole day.
Yeah, it's up to no good. Cats are up
you don't
to no
know
good.
what the cat has like been licking or like what it's been into or who like you don't know if it's been in someone else's house. Like it's just kind of gross to me.
Yeah, we don't have cats anymore. We were like ready once like Angel and Charlie died.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, no more cats. But like we had 2 cats before, and like the one cat I married, like he was my cat
This is
husband.
actually true.
Yeah, this is true.
Rylee wanted to do. Is this the film idea you had?
Yes.
Second year, she wanted to do a short film based on this.
I already did the short film, so I already had the script written.
Yeah.
Like, it was already finished. But, yeah, so baby Dirt died. He had a blood clot in his leg.
Oh, no.
And then my parents were worried that Sam, because apparently, like, it ran in the family because they were brothers.
Yeah.
My parents were worried that Sammy was going to get the same thing, and then their poor daughter was going to be a widow.
Yeah.
And
oh, no.
So then we got these 2 cats, Charlie and Angel.
Yeah.
And they were terrible. Like,
Oh,
they
my
ruined our
goodness.
furniture. They were, like, not nice. Like, Charlie would, like, attack Stan. Like, my parents would, like, or my mom would, like, be picking, like, Charlie's nails out of Stan's head. Because,
Ow.
like,
Poor Stan.
Like, Stan would go in the corner and pee because he was so terrified of this cat.
Poor Stan.
Because they were rescues, too. So they were from, like, the SPCA. So
Yeah.
And they were, like, Charlie was, like, born in the wild.
Oh.
And, like, and then someone found him, and all of his brothers died, and his mom died.
Oh.
He was, like, the only survivor. And so then they brought him in, and then Angel was there, too, but Angel's mom was there. And so Charlie would, like, drink the milk from Angel's mom, I think. Like the mom, like, mothered Charlie. So then Charlie and Angel were, like, basically siblings. They weren't related siblings, but they were siblings.
Yeah.
So, and then we got them.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they both lived till, like, 18.
Yeah, that's a long life for a cat.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the normal lifespan for a cat is.
Yeah, Sammy lived till 15.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Still a long life.
Yeah, very long life.
Yeah. See, I've only had dogs. And so the first dog we had growing up, she lived to 14 and a half.
Oh, okay.
But she was a golden retriever, so that's still pretty long. Because golden retriever, they're known to be developed with cancer.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Well, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
No. Yeah, I would never get a cat again. Cats are gross.
No. And then I just like the whole litter box situation, and then whatever room the litter box is, it like just does not smell great. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not for me. I can see how people can like a cat because you can just leave it for the whole day.
Yeah, they aren't that much work.
With
but, yeah.
dogs, you have to come home every couple hours, take them out, walk them. Cats, you can just...
Yeah, but dogs are way more fun.
I agree with that.
And on that note... we're out of time.
We're out of time. Hopefully next time we'll have a regular...
Yeah, hopefully.
Positioning back.
Yeah, I didn't like this.
Yeah, I know. I haven't really been able to see you. I've been looking at you again through this microphone stand.
I can see your eyeballs, but I can't really see much more of your face.
Well, we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Adios.
See